can't deny the milk.
We're back. Whew, I'm a little stuffy.
Yo,
Welcome to MiLKSTND
everybody's
Podcast.
stuffy, yo.
Word. Welcome to MiLKSTND Podcast, episode 9. I'm your host, Ace,
And Jonathan,
and we are here to bring you another episode. What's good, my boy? What's your updates?
check it. It's grinding, man. Got some things in the works I don't really want to put out there yet until, things are signed and ready to go. I just moved.
Congrats.
Appreciate you. It's been annoying as fuck, but I'm almost done with that process. So, just enjoying life, man. How you been? What's up with you?
I've been good too. I'm actually in the process of, so this is going to be my last year, probably. Not probably. It's going to be my last year in Brooklyn. I'm in the process of making a decision where I'm going to end up, after this. But when it comes, you guys will know.
Secret squirrel.
Yeah. Or like, I try to be. Sometimes, it's a problem that I fall into. Sometimes, like, I usually say nothing, or I say too much. Like, I have to find my happy medium. Yeah, I am kind of because I like when people being surprised or like, oh shit, you actually did that, or like, oh, that's actually going on. So yeah, that's been pretty. That's that. Um, like always talk about like with whole designing. I've been really honing in on that,
Right.
like diving into it. Really, like after basketball, after my college career, into the 2010, I couldn't really find like my thing, my niche, right? I can't even tell you at this point in time like how like I've really been surviving. I just been surviving based off just based on manifestation and just saying I'm gonna do something and I just do it.
Right.
Like some people just like, oh, like I got all my money or I did everything that I'm doing is in entertainment. This like I can. It's a variety of things I've been doing, but especially during this pandemic, I really got focused into designing and like really honing into my talent of being a creative consultant. Like everybody comes to me. I have clients unknowingly knowing that I have clients and I'm like, oh shit, I've been a creative consultant this whole time.
Right.
Instead of just being label myself as a designer, right? I help people come with ideas, curating, uh, helping other people with their businesses, being part owner in other businesses, but taking the back seat because I've always been a backseat type of dude. I know a couple episodes ago, you asked me, do I want to get recognition? It's not that I want to get recognition. I think it was more so just for me to just really recognize and hone in the things that I'm doing. Like a lot of times we underestimate ourselves or devalue ourselves. And I was in the clubhouse the other day and I was listening to these photographers talk and they were talking about their numbers and how they sometimes when they undercharge. When you undercharge, people think you suck or you're not that good at whatever it is that you do. So I've been coming in more into that. Where it's like, nah, I'm a creative consultant. I'm a designer.
Yeah.
Um, this sweatshirt I have on, like, yeah, y'all seen the vision go crazy. Like every week we dropping vision, sell out. Like that's something I'm behind. You know what I'm saying? Like, um, if you know, you know, kind of shit, right? It's like with the milk stand thing. I've been on a pause with that because I got a collab coming up that I'm very excited about, and I spoke to you about it a little bit. I got some other private investors in getting involved in it because it's more so about like just building brand.
Absolutely.
Like the money is gonna come, all that other shit's gonna come, but it's more so about building who you are and being excited who you are. Because when you're excited who you are, you know who you are. Nothing else. Not that nothing else matters, but like you can really be very confident and walking this life like secure. Stand on your own too.
Right.
You can stay milky, which stay milky is being true to yourself, right?
Right.
Like everything that I do, like all revolves in this one circle. Like you with design, you with music, me helping you out with that, and me helping other people with other things. It all comes back into one thing, just me being creative, allowing my creative juices to flow.
And creative consultant gives you so much more. It's so much broader. There's so much more you can put under that umbrella. A designer is just a designer. Like that's it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that makes perfect sense. I think it's actually a great title for you. I've watched you help with a lot of shit, a lot of projects. You've helped me with a lot of shit. I think it's a perfect fit for you.
Yeah, so that's what I'm like stamping myself as too. Um, yeah, man. I'm excited for what's to come. Like I'm gonna keep saying that because I am. I really am.
Me too.
Even though there's been even along the way, especially you be these highs, these lows, you think something's gonna happen, it doesn't happen. But what I've learned in that, especially with like dealing with anxiety, 'cause I used to be bad with it. But therapy has helped me when it does come on. I had the tools to deal with it. So when something is like overpowering my brain, I'll like focus on something else, and that should be. It's not as easy as it sounds. But like it quiets out the other things, because now you're accomplishing this while the other thing is just handling itself.
Hmm.
Because a lot of times we try to fix things that we can't really fix in that time period, in that moment.
Right. It's tricky. It's definitely tricky, but doable to get it done, man. So what else, man? Like,
I don't know. You looking kind of jazzy today. You looking milky today. What's up, my boy? You got the
yo, man, I told you, bro.
Yo, by the
Like,
way, I thought I saw this motherfucker outside in yellow Crocs the other night. I had to call him. I was like, yo, bro,
nigga,
son had the
dog.
same hoodie, the same walk
Yo,
that you
bro.
had, but like he had like some sweatpants that you normally would wear, and I was like, yo, I know that's not this nigga. And it was walking down Linden. It's kind of dark, so I'm like, yo,
Yo,
I
you
know you're
know,
not wearing yellow Crocs
this
outside, my
nigga
boy.
called me like, yo, you wearing yellow Crocs? Like, yo, well, nigga, you know, damn, I ain't wearing no fucking yellow Crocs, man. Nah, but crazy shit. I was telling you, bro. Like, yo, so I was in my apartment. I just outgrew my apartment. I outgrew my shit. Like, yo, so it was so bad. Yo, my whole apartment filled with sneakers, like lined up and shit. But the entire bro, from the kitchen to my room, like sneakers. Like I couldn't figure it out. So, and then my clothes was retarded. I gave up after a while. I wasn't even trying to like pile the clothes down into the ceiling. So I didn't really get to see outfits and shit that I really wanted. I was always just buying new shit. I'm going out and buying some new shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now, like I said, since the move, I got to really like start organizing, start being able to see shit. Like, so it's actually a blessing in disguise, man. I'm very thankful for that, yo. Like,
I'm happy that you have your own apartment, and I'm happy for a lot of my like the people that are really close to me. Like when they're doing better, for some reason, it may sound crazy, but for some reason I'm like yeah, I'm glad he's doing it. Like, and it's not saying like you're my problem or like that's my issue, but it's just like you just want to see people do
I
great,
get it.
and when they do it, it's like, all right, cool, bet
I get
that
it.
opens up their mind to do other shit, and we can just take
Yeah,
off. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like,
I I mean, you know, I've been on my own for a while, right? But
yeah.
like, I feel like it's hard to explain. I've been out the crib for a while, like when I lived in Fort Greene, you know, with whomever, and then I came back to Queens. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that was really like, I bet now I'm really like on my own. I'm not living with nobody else. Like it's just me in this crib, and it was like a starter crib. You know what I'm saying? And it was dope for what it was. I'm very thankful. I'm very thankful for my landlord. Uh, but it was just time. It was 4 years, bro.
Yeah, and the
Time
crazy when you
fly.
moved to that spot that you just recently just moved from, I didn't even know you was there until like maybe like a year or two ago.
Yeah, bro. I was there for 4 years, yo. Time flies, but like I said, it played its part. I'm really thankful. It really showed me some things. You know what I'm saying? And now it's in a whole nother ball game. It's a whole nother, way more expensive. Um, it's a whole nother ball game, man. But I'm very thankful, bro. I'm really like the spot. So
But yeah, man, I was hoping that we would have spent 2021 in LA a little bit more, but I guess not.
oh
I guess
man,
not.
yo.
But yo, talk about them Lakers. Yo, they got rid of damn
Everybody.
everybody.
Yeah, I don't know if they're better or worse for it. I don't believe that they're better for it, to be honest with you. I think Wes Matthews is a downgrade. Marc Gasol, for those two bigs that they had, is a downgrade. Marc Gasol not the same guy. Now, if you look at Marc Gasol 5, 6 years ago,
Maybe 2 years ago.
maybe 2, 3 years ago, he don't move the same. it's not gonna be that good of. Well, no, he's not a bad rim protector, but he's not JaVale and he's not no Dwight Howard. You understand what I'm saying? But I think he'll be good for the second unit, just to initiate an offense. Like him initiating offense is big, and it shoots. So I guess it has its pros and its cons. I don't think it made them better though. I don't think they're better. They lost A.B. Bradley, lost DG, like Rondo's gone. Schroeder, pretty good.
Yeah.
But
So the consensus say that they've gotten better, and sometimes I like to, and I've only been hearing that, and like your viewpoint is the first time I heard that viewpoint that you don't think they got better, um, but I like Schroeder for them,
me too.
but it still doesn't solve the problem of them having another point guard. So LeBron gonna play point guard again,
Yeah.
right? I see why they picked Marc Gasol because Marc Gasol is more of a, he's a better matchup with Jokic and the other dude from the Trailblazers.
Nurkic.
Nurkic and Jokic.
The goods.
Yeah, like so Marc Gasol is their playing style. So I'm thinking that's what the Lakers are looking at. Like, oh, Marc Gasol plays like them, so let's have a better match. Because think about when they were playing them, when they were playing Portland and they was playing Denver, they didn't play JaVale and Dwight Howard. So that's why people are saying that they got better because now you can still play a big who can move his feet, who also plays out on the perimeter. Because JaVale and Dwight can't shoot threes.
Yeah, they can't shoot
And
threes.
it allows AD to stay at the 4.
Yeah, I
They mix
agree.
Marc Gasol in there.
I agree. My thing was, I was even talking about this the other day. Like, I don't think he's a better rim protector, or I think that they lose rim protection, but I think he's better defensively. You know what I'm saying? Like his rotating and shit is retarded. Like,
He actually another good point. He actually blocked the ball better than Ibaka in Toronto. Like that's a official stat. So
yeah. Well, you know, Serge is not the same guy. I don't know what the fuck happened to Serge. This guy, I don't know what happened to him, bro. Like, they used to damn near be leading the league in blocks.
he's a 6'11" two guard.
That's a fact. Dunking on niggas. Now you want to fucking everything's a jump shot now.
I don't think I watched one game and he hits like 2 or 3 threes in a row.
No, doesn't shoot. No, he doesn't shoot it well. He
And I
doesn't
think
shoot
he
it
shoots
great.
under 40%,
He
right?
doesn't shoot it great, but he gonna shoot that shit though.
Yeah, he just let that bitch fly.
Right. He gonna help the Clippers though. He definitely gonna help the Clippers.
In what way?
That's so okay. First of all, Zubac's not a rim protector. So what the like? You know what I'm saying? And you have an offensive threat. So now you got somebody that can stretch the floor. Zubac's not stretching the floor. He's gonna get him more space to operate. He's clogging the paint up, especially with how Kawhi works. Kawhi can shoot some threes, yeah, but you know how he works. You know where he want to be at. Everything's mid range. So you get Zubac out, you get Serge to stretch the floor some. They'll have more room to operate. So I don't know. I don't know if PG stays there though.
I told you before that I mentioned that man name on this fucking
Listen, bro.
podcast.
Listen, they got to figure it out though.
Nah, all jokes aside though, like, I be joking when I be saying about PG. But like respectfully, he said it himself. He needs to shut up and just play. Like however, I don't know what they're gonna do with him. What he needs to do is to just hone in and just be the talent that
what?
you are.
Be what though? Let me ask
Be a
you.
dog.
Okay. There you go. But is he a 1? Is he a 2? Like, because at this point in his career, I don't have him as a number 1 or number 2 option. You failed in both spots. Are you a number 3 option now?
You know he needs to be. And there's no disrespect. Just be a Jeff Green.
Jeff Green? Nah, fuck no, hell no.
No. Because this is why I say that. Like, take the pressure off yourself. Like
Okay.
Jeff Green, if he wants to, he can average like
Oh, it's a
25.
fact.
That's what I mean. So I'm saying like, I'm not
too
saying
late.
I'm not saying to like only worry about scoring 18 points, like 5,
Brody,
15 points a game.
it's too late. It's too late. You understand that? I'm saying it's too late because, yo, Jeff Green don't have the legacy PG have, right? Yo, Jeff Green is a never led organization.
Mhm.
You understand? So people have these expectations of PG already. You can't be Jeff Green now. You got to be PG. Nigga got sneakers and all that. Like, you
Well,
know
he's
what I'm
gonna end
saying?
up turning
Like,
into a Rudy Gay then.
okay. That's more of a.
But I love Rudy. Like Rudy Gay was my favorite player at UConn. When he went to Memphis, I was rooting for him, and he didn't pan out. Like Paul George, he panned out. He got to a certain place, But then he's like, it feels like he's declining a
Yeah,
little bit.
I don't understand though.
But I don't think he really declined. I just really think, like, all right, he talked about the mental health issues, stuff like that. Like, a mental health issue is real. Is real. Like, I'm not knocking it. I have had some, and still have a little,
Yeah.
that that I have to attend to, and it does affect your performance in certain areas in life. But bro, like, I don't know what it is that he has to do, but as a basketball fan, bro, just go back to just strapping up and not worry. I think worrying. So my thing. So I think what I'm trying to say is, when I say be a Jeff Green, is don't worry about being the man too much, and just play the game of basketball. Cause you're like, if you let it come to you and just be as good as you are, which you have the talent. You 6'7", 6'8". You can handle the rock. You can shoot the tray ball. You're athletic. Like, just play the game, bro. Be solid, bro. Like, and don't worry about, like, I'm the man. I'm this. I'm that. I need to be this. I need to get this many touches. And I understand, like, that's just it's another. I'm not a pro, so I don't understand the aspect of, like, you have to demand that. But it's been backfiring on you. So maybe you just need to just hone in and play the game. Like, it's like a lot of that I want to be the man shit has been backfiring. And on the low, that shit been backfiring on Kyrie too. Like, nobody don't want to say that shit.
Yo,
But
Kyrie's a bozo. I can't. Yo, pop, no bullshit. One of the most talented basketball players I've ever seen in my entire life, offensively. Like, not even close. Like, what this kid can do.
who? Kyrie?
Kyrie, he's PG too, but he's just not a winner, bro. He's not a winner, and he's just out to lunch. Like, and everybody talks about if he's not the alpha, he's upset. He's not a happy camper. But you want to be the alpha what? Before LeBron got to Cleveland, y'all niggas wasn't even making the playoffs.
And when LeBron was the alpha, y'all won.
You understand? Like, you cannot, you're not, you're a number one talent. You're not a number one leader. He's not a winner, bro. Like, he's just not. Like, nobody wants to talk about that,
Like,
but he's not.
And that goes to my point about Paul George, right? Like, you could be a number one talent, but you don't have to be that number one go to. The fact that allowing someone to be that number one go to, or the facade of it, will allow you to even get your shit off. Like, the reason why people are like, oh, Kyrie's a way better closer than LeBron when he was on Cleveland, is because the focus at the end of the day, even though people know LeBron not gonna take the last shot, for some reason he still draws the attention to allow other people to take that last shot. So that's why Kyrie is such a closer, because LeBron is causing that attention. Let Kawhi cause that attention, and you can just eat off that shit. That's why I used to love playing with people that were considered better than me. And then when you look up, you're like, oh shit, Anthony had just as much points as him. Yeah, because bro, I'm being quiet. I'm like, do your shit. Get double. So when you get double teamed, just know I'm here.
Right.
And I'm gonna kill the weak side. I'm gonna murder the weak side. That's how I got my shit off. When we was in the zone, when we played against the zone, I used to love playing the short corner, cause the focus is over there. I know how to cut behind the defense and just score on the weak side. So it's like that basketball mentality again. I'm getting to coaching shit too, right? It's like that mentality, but a lot of people don't want to take that role because it doesn't look good or feel good. It's not glorified. But bro, if you look up at the end of the day, you're gonna have 25 points because you did that.
Yeah, but that's the thing, right? So nowadays with basketball, more than any other time, bro, it's all about the look.
And the touches.
Right. So everybody, even that, it's fucked up because I often put basketball and music in the same breath now because kids is getting D1 looks off of social media. And they never even saw this kid, but he caught a dunk or he did some crazy shit where it went viral, right? So everything has to look good now because everything's being filmed. Niggas putting everything out. Niggas don't want to do the dirty work no more. So when you find a kid that's doing dirty work, it's like, oh shit. Like, I don't know if you know the kid Michi Johnson, I believe his last name is. He got nigga hairline is like back here. He won't cut his hair off at all. Like,
oh, I know you're saying he be playing defense.
yeah, nigga be on the floor crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
What's his name was killing him, but for some reason, like, he went viral because he locked him up. I forgot who he was guarding, and like, he ripped him. And,
right. But that's why they love him because he's a dog, and we don't have too many of those no more. Like, even if niggas is dogs nowadays, it's like they still cool. Everything is still like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you gotta think about how many dogs do we have back in the day? We had dogs.
Everybody was a dog.
What? Niggas that was willing to eat wood. Niggas willing to take charges. All that. Like, you know what I'm saying? They don't have that no more. Everything's pretty. Everything's cool. Social media, likes, viral, like.
Yeah, it was a total different time. And the funny thing is, like, so Coach Lloyd used to always say to me, like, he's like, "Yo, you playing in, and you playing in a different era," because I was way more of a dog than the dogs of our era. Like I used to hurt niggas in practice because they played too soft. I remember I got yelled out because I was playing too hard in practice. I was like, yo, and I just sat down. I'm like, I'm not playing then. I'm not practicing. I'm not. Like even in college, they used to call me. They used to say ain't had the AI rule. I played too hard. And coach was like, now we have a game tomorrow. Just don't practice today. Like
That's
I kid
crazy.
you not. Son.
That's crazy.
Like I played so hard, like they used to give me practices off. Like, so all this flair shit now, like if I had a mixture of that and this, well, obviously we all could say that, right? We all could say,
Yeah.
I don't want to do that. I don't want to compare errors because it's not fair in any conversation. But like, but just doing that and being like that, just like I used to get motherfuckers so mad, son. So mad.
You don't want to compare eras, but I do. And let me tell you something. Our era would have did this era disgusting.
With social media.
No, just in general. Like
Uh,
match up us versus them be bad.
only thing they have over us is they have way more
Athleticism.
But we have so much more basketball know how. Because like another thing too, I be talking to a lot of trainers, right? They like a lot of these kids, like they have trainers, but they don't know how to implement the moves.
And
Like
again,
they doing these moves in training, and it looks good on YouTube to be working out with a trainer. But a lot of these coaches that I speak to too, and you ref too, so you know, like they be doing the moves at the wrong time. Like I'll go to games of like, why do you do that move?
but they're like they're trained. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like in their brain.
I say this one thing though. It's a lot more bad shot makers though.
Or 1,000%.
A lot of good bad shot makers
Who
now.
changed that?
Huh?
Who started that? Who changed that?
Who started it?
Yeah.
It's hard to say who started because some people is doing it so now. But I'll give a list of names who does it. James Harden, even Curry.
I think he started. I think he changed the game.
James Harden.
No, Steph.
Steph?
Steph changed the game. Now it's the whole game, and that's why when people be talking about greats and shit, I always be like, "Yo, how did they transcend the game?
Mm-hmm.
If you didn't transcend the game, I can't put you in that top 5, top 10 conversation. You understand what I'm saying? But that nigga changed basketball. Like, the way the game is played right now is because of Steph Curry. Niggas shooting 30, 40. You just think, you know what I'm saying? 3 balls super important. Changed the whole league. Now everybody got to get shooters. Like, you know what I'm saying? Him and the Warriors, but him mostly.
It's really him, and then and Clay Thompson just happens to be like a fucking Ray Allen on steroids.
That's a sad story too, but definitely Ray
Oh, he
Allen's
got hurt
story.
again. Yeah, that
Sad fucking
was
story,
tough,
man.
bro.
That's sad. Really sad. And that you know, he wasn't even like the injury prone guy before this. Like, you know, seasons he was playing every game. Like, and these 2 big injuries, like, that's crazy. It's crazy, bro.
So that's why they're saying James Harden may go to the.
Yeah.
But how is that gonna happen? This is usually not a basketball podcast, ladies and gentlemen. But like at the end of the day, we are 2 former basketball players. Like so, bear with us if you here for the other talk because we gonna give it to you all. I told you that before. We gonna give it to you all. Just want to say that. Just want to put that out there. But yeah, James Harden to the Warriors. Well, it's a possibility. Just like Brooklyn's a possibility.
Yeah, but Golden State got the most to offer.
Capital.
They got the most to offer. So I don't know, bro. If I'm Brooklyn, if I'm Houston, I'm not taking that. I'm gonna go with Brooklyn's package because they packaging Dinwiddie, the goods, Karis LeVert, the goods. Who else? Is it Joe Harris? Jared Allen. Jared
big
Allen,
dude.
who I like. I like that kid. That's a good package. And like a draft pick or 2. Like Warriors offering Andrew Wiggins, like, all right, whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a couple other pieces. But, you know, Kelly Oubre is over there. If they had
Kelly Oubre's.
Golden State,
Yeah.
so they got, if they had Kelly Oubre, Clay when he comes back, James Harden, Steph, that's crazy. And the James Wiseman kid now, who I like too, that's crazy. I can't see them Oh, and Draymond, I can't stand Draymond Green, by the way. I can't, bro. Like, he's like, the reason why I can't stand him, because he's very, very, very resourceful. Very resourceful. He also fake changed the game a little bit too. Not even to mention, nobody's ever going to talk about that. But for the undersized, like little power forwards or whatever he is, or hybrid,
Did he really change the game?
I think that he made a dent. I think he made a dent and changed a little
Because
bit.
if you think about it, Charles Barkley was that.
Yeah,
And better.
and better.
I hate to use that comparison because they be having this
And
feud
better.
or whatever, but
All right, so okay, so let me not say change the game. Let me not say that.
Okay.
Charles Barkley changed the game, right? But I think he came and like like what's the word? Like
so we can't say Charles Barkley changed the game because nobody really followed him. Like it wasn't like a bunch of small forwards coming. So we can't say it changed the game.
Right.
But playing that small size forward position, he wasn't the first to do it. But however, the trend began.
yeah, it's a little more trendier. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say he came and like solidified it. Because you had like the Valentine kid from Michigan State. Went to the wrong. He should never went to the Bulls. It was a bad landing spot for him.
Wait, what Valentine?
Denzel Valentine.
Light skin dude that shoot?
Yeah.
I don't think that guy's good.
Nah, that nigga, I like him. He's like a utility knife. Like does everything, bro.
Wait, we may be talking about the wrong person.
He's like you're literally a little Draymond clone, bro. Just better offensively.
Yeah, we talking about the wrong person. 'Cause I'm thinking about there's another light skinned dude that went to the Bulls. I know he did with shoot threes. And I remember he went to the Drew League and he got cooked so bad.
What?
And it's on YouTube. And then
It might be him. Who knows?
he has like curly hair, like curly hair texture. I don't know. I gotta get my names right.
We're gonna check it out.
Because if it's him, if it's who I think it is, son at the Drew League washed him. Not only did he wash him, a few NBA players on the sideline. It's like, this is who y'all letting in the league? Yo, it was bad, bro. It was bad.
Oh nah, I gotta check it out.
It was
What
bad.
you mean? Like
It was bad. He was like, yo, this is who y'all letting in the league? If anybody says to me and I'm in the league, I want to fight. like,
or if we play each other, I'm getting 3 flavor fouls for you talking about.
He was trying, right? And he was losing the ball. It was bad. I'm gonna show you the joint. I'm gonna show you. But yeah, man, the league is crazy.
I like DG in Philly. I like it. The East is so wide open. I'm not scared of Brooklyn. I don't think that works out.
Yeah, I'm not scared of Brooklyn because of Kyrie.
Yes, I bet just don't think that. And
but
neither one of them.
Durant himself could eat through the East. Put it that way.
Right, but the problem is, like we just said, like Kyrie is not. You shining too much, you're gonna be big mad. Like,
but at the end of the day, they say they mans though.
that's what I was about to say, and hopefully it works out a little better because they're friends, but they're not leaders. Neither one of them aren't leaders. Yo, wherever KD is, yes, that is the most skilled player I've ever saw in my life. I think he's the most skilled, God-given talent I've ever saw. Like number one for me. But he's not a leader. Every team that he goes to has a leader. He's just a killer, right? Same with Kyrie. Westbrook is too much of an alpha, so that's why that didn't work. Steph is like right in the, you know what I'm saying? That was a perfect medium for him. And Steve Kerr is a good ego manager. But Steve Nash, first-year coach.
We can't knock him back because Steve Kerr won his championship first year.
Oh, yeah, but nigga, that was already tailor-made. Like, that was tailor-made. This net shit, it's kind of also tailor-made.
But to your point, you're right. Tailor-made because Mark Jackson
Absolutely.
put in the work before.
100%.
So, yeah, okay.
That shit just landed in his lap, and they were just that talented. They already had a culture in place. I think the firing of Atkinson was one of the worst firings I've seen in a long time. You know what I mean? They didn't have anybody making the playoffs. The culture, like I'm like, yo, why would you ever get rid of this guy? I did not understand that, bro. So it's kind of fake still, it's
because
fake.
they wanted to put a face and a name next to Kyrie.
I think Steve
KD.
Nash is going to be a pretty good coach. I mean,
Yeah.
but I just don't. First, them two big egos.
And he got what's his name to help him?
Who?
D'Antoni's there.
Okay, I'm not a fan of him.
Yeah, but nigga, them scores.
Oh yeah, 100%, 140 to 123. Like, but for him to come in with these two big egos his first year, that's a tough task, yo. It's a total task. And I don't know, kid. Like, but the DG move I like. Hopefully Doc Rivers could come and manage those egos. But you gotta think about that five, how lengthy they are. Like, so it'll probably be DG, the Thibault kid, who I really, really like, Tobias Harris, Joel, and Ben. That's wild length. The niggas can be great defensively if they actually lock in. But Doc gotta come in and preach that shit.
Yeah, I don't know how Ben Simmons' career is gonna pan out.
I'm not a big fan, but now they got some shooters around him. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, a culture. Yo, Doc Rivers got to come in and create a culture because Brett Brown never did. Man, he was fucking bad.
That's the problem with a lot of these NBA teams, period. Because it's and think about it as a businessman, right? Or even a general manager, because you have to kind of think business. It's kind of hard to preach basketball culture, how like it's easy to do in the collegiate and the high school level, right? And then on top of that, it's all about money, or like you're not putting butts in the seat and you're not doing this. So it's like, so it gets tough. Like some teams really do a good job of it, and other teams just can't. They can't find that happy medium.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. And that's why certain teams are always going to be winning. That's why the Lakers will always win. That's why the Warriors are winning now, because of culture. Miami Heat, even with the team that they had, I don't care with injuries, this and that. Like they stuck together and they got far, bro. Like at the end of the day, like Eric Spoelstra's been the coach there when they're good or bad. Even when they're lowest team, they still somehow make the playoffs, or like they're 2-3 games away from making the playoffs. So it's about culture. Anything that succeeds in life is about culture, tribe shit, right? Where it's like, again, like I said in the beginning of the podcast, like just happy that my fellow brethren is like doing, like, even though like you've been on your own, but it's like now you got an apartment, like, and the apartment is in a dope neighborhood. So it's like we all doing something good. Like, so
Right.
again with the basketball culture, and that's why the Knicks always fucking suck.
Culture's
I don't
terrible,
care about
bro.
you Knicks fans, you crying, you don't understand. I don't have no fucking culture.
At all.
Y'all will never have culture. Until you have culture, you're never gonna fucking win, right? And that's just the point. And that's just overall in anybody's aspect of life. Like, if you don't have culture with the group of people that you're dealing with, you're not gonna be a winner. And even if one person is winning, doesn't make all the out winners. No, like you can't piggyback off one person's success. Like we all have to blend. Like teams have to blend. They have to be good. Like, and that's why, again, certain teams is gonna continue to win.
Right. I just don't like. The Knicks confuse me, man. Like the moves they make. Yeah, if you talk about creating culture, like, but like you said, people don't think like that per se, right? So if you want to create a culture, you know a culture is gonna come and be created if you hire like a Thibs. You know Thibodeau is gonna come in. I don't give a fuck who's out here. Like, we're gonna play hard. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna strap up. Like, that's where it starts. Like, even if it doesn't work at first, eventually you're gonna get the pieces where it starts working.
Mm-hmm.
But you know that you're coming to work to do a job, bro. Like, nigga, he might OD sometimes. He might run niggas into the ground. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. You know, just start with a change though. Like,
But that also gave us a Jimmy Butler.
100%. A fucking Phoenix dogs, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? But and that's where I don't really understand. I think he kind of ruined Derrick Rose's career. For
You
a
think?
while.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, he overran him. Running him into the fucking ground. Like, and it wasn't even like, you gotta think about that. Think about all those pieces. Besides like Jimmy Butler, most of them niggas hurt. Like, Joe Kim Rose ran down. Derrick Rose was ran down. Like, niggas was run down, bro.
That's something I didn't really consider.
Yeah. But you know what you're gonna get.
Yeah. Well, you know what I didn't expect? Megan Thee Stallion to have a good album. I know.
Oh God.
How much time we got left? We got some time. We got at least like we got a few minutes. We gotta. Yo, you know, it's so funny. I was gonna bring this. I was like, yo, I know this motherfucker. He not gonna have the same view that I have. And that's why it's gonna be such a good conversation. So, off rip, I didn't listen. Off rip, we know, and I'm gonna say it again. I didn't listen to Tory's album. I didn't. I don't know who's who, but at the end of the day, I defaulted to protecting the black woman. I'm not gonna lie.
That was definitely by default.
Yeah, I
Right.
defaulted by protecting the black woman because, like, at the end of the day, sometimes we just gotta jump off the roof and just pick a side. And I did. I was trying not to, but like,
That shit was like subconscious. You subconsciously did that shit. Like,
yeah, like the nigga was he started to say mad off the wall shit on social media. So I was like, all right, cool. At the end of the day, whatever, right? But put it this way, we ain't gonna talk about that. We talk about that.
right.
However, I want to get to the jokes. Did you listen to the album, bro?
I listened to some of it.
All right, so I know you heard the first track.
Absolutely.
Nigga, come on, bro. You didn't get a laugh out of that shit.
I did. She went in.
Okay, thank you. That's all I wanted to hear.
She went on.
Yo, I was like, oh, okay.
Nah, she
After a
went
while,
on.
I stopped listening to it like it was Megan Thee Stallion. I'm like, oh shit, she really could rap.
No, she can rap.
But I never really like. I'm not gonna lie, I never really gave it a chance like
Nah,
that.
yo, Brody, she can rap.
But this
My
shit, I was
issue, yo, with her, I'm so fucking tired of the Cool Mo D 90s rap flow. Like, bitch, give me something else. Like, give me a different flow. Like, I
So
can't.
if you think that about her, how do you feel about the baby?
I'm not a big fan of his. I was at first. He's a good songwriter.
Yeah.
But to make it the same, I need some kind of switch up, bro. I need some kind of switch up. Need that.
Okay.
But yeah, she got the same flow. But she has some good records on his album. She has some good records on his
Yeah,
album.
she has some good records. I was like, oh shit.
If 1 out of 10, I mean, whatever. 1 to 10, what you rate an album?
Whatever her album.
Yeah.
I usually don't rate albums. I'm a harsh. I have a certain type of music that I listen to, so I'm not gonna rate this as high as somebody that listens to rap. So I do 7, 5, 8.
Yeah. Okay.
Like so, this is like I started listening to this dude from LA. Nigga, 80 sent this to me. I don't even got it on this phone. Nigga, Larry June.
You rapping?
Yeah. He reminds me of Dom Kennedy. He sounds like Dom Kennedy's on his album. Fire, bro.
I like Dom
Like
Kennedy. You put me on a Dom Kennedy.
Yeah, like because I was fucking with all that LA rap music before Nipsey got big, before Dom Kennedy got big, before YG got big. Like I was fucking with them.
I remember.
Yeah, like
I remember.
yeah. That's another thing too. I be putting a lot of niggas onto music. I tell the story all the time, but like yo, I'll never forget. I tried to put Tiny Trap and nigga Marv onto Wiz Khalifa. Cushion Orange Juice.
Cushion Orange Juice.
Yo, I played that shit. I'm like, yo, this shit hard, right? Because
Yo,
first of all, I thought he was
bro.
from Cali, because he sounded like he was from LA. And then I couldn't find he's from Pittsburgh. And he was like, man, turn this shit the fuck off. Nigga. 2 months went by. I got in one of the niggas' car. Niggas was bumping that shit. I'm like, oh. But yeah.
Yo.
I low key be knowing my music, my
I
nigga.
already, that's a fact. Yo, bro, no bullshit. You gotta, what year was that? What fucking year?
I think, maybe 09. Nah, I don't know.
Yo, bro, we played that shit into the ground, right? So that and the Wale joint, those, two.
Mixtape about nothing.
Mixtape about nothing, bro. Like,
Son,
yo,
that was that. Those
we played
two
that shit
songs,
into the ground too, though.
we was wilding on that shit.
Wilding
Bro.
on that shit. Those is definitely in like my top 5, top 10 mixtapes, like ever, like definitely.
I would just say my top 10 accumulation of music, like like something that was put together, like hands down. Like I can go back and listen to them just
That's a fact.
right now.
Damn, Cushion Orange, that was a moment, bro.
Yo, in the clubhouse, they had a conversation. They had a clubhouse surrounded that shit.
What?
Yeah, Cushion Orange Juice. It was called Cushion Orange Juice because like I guess the main producer on it, he's like a big time producer now. I didn't follow him. I don't know his name like that. But like the joints that he was naming, he was like, oh, he did that. Like that's what I love about producers. Like producers really be doing like they be working, bro, and then we would never know.
Never know. And they get the bigger bag. They get the bag.
I compliment them, but yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fucking Cushion Orange Juice, bro.
I
I thought, remember, that was around the time when we was trying to start the whole Eminence thing too, and I was
Right.
rapping.
Hell
I was
yeah.
rapping over
Hell
some of them
yeah.
beats too.
remember that shit, bro.
Yo,
That's
I thought I was.
crazy,
You remember John called me Ace Cuddy?
Ace
I thought I was Ace Cuddy.
Yo, cause you definitely had that the Cuddy feel,
Yo,
like
Reminisce in the house.
Word. Damn,
Yo,
bro.
I'll
We was
never
in Finster
forget.
shit. Shout out to Finster. We was in Finster shit so heavy.
Word. Son, I'll never forget, son. Like, the first verse I ever really recorded was Athens' joint was on your project. Uh, Atonement.
Atonement. Yo, I'm gonna listen to that shit today. Yo, we all
Planting
body
bad
that shit
seeds.
though.
I think I remember my verse.
You body that shit though.
Nah, I did. Yo,
Say,
bro.
Nah, I did.
Nah, I did. Cause, yo, bro. At the end of the day, yo, fuck that. I'm about to drop a project. I'm about to drop 4 songs.
Nigga,
Y'all heard
do
it
it.
here.
Fucking do it.
I've been working. My creative. Like I said, my creative's been flowing.
Nigga, do it.
I'm about to
Okay.
drop 4
What you
songs.
mean?
Y'all gonna hear? Yo, I'm telling you, I'm good, bro.
Do that shit.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty good.
Do it.
Like, if it wasn't for me, I mean, let me stop. No, but dead ass though. I started rapping in high school. Me and T.Y. started rapping at the same time. I stopped because nigga, I'm a basketball player. Fuck that shit. Like I stayed with basketball. Like T.Y., T.Y. stayed with the rap shit. But always had the music gene. My mom was big into that music shit.
Right.
And so I've always had it. Like I can touch on this shit. I feel that shit. Like my brother's heavy into. He plays the bass. He was in your band. Me, I was always behind the scenes. I pick beats for people. Like I executive produce projects. Again, with the whole creative consultant shit, being creative behind certain shit. So it's like, man, I just love all this shit.
Yeah, you definitely bodied that verse, and you had some other records that you was working on that was fucking dope. Like,
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I listened back to remember that one project we was working on? I listened back to that shit. I'm like, yo, a lot of this shit was trash, but at the same time, the reason why it was trash is because I was trying too hard. I noticed like the records that I felt that were good and I felt comfortable playing for people. Like I was myself and I was able to like pick the proper production.
yeah,
And I think that's what I'm gonna do.
do that shit.
I'm gonna do.
Yo, did you watch the verses?
We ain't got enough time for that, but yo, Jeezy. I think I text you. Did I text you that Jeezy disrespectful? I ain't text
Why?
you. Bro, nigga, he gonna say go bury, go dig him up.
Oh, you talking about Gucci? You said
I mean,
Gucci. Yo,
Gucci, my bad, not Jeezy.
Bro, that nigga's OD. He knew he was gonna lose that verses. He literally came there just to be disrespectful. That's it. But I had this conversation with a lot of people. Niggas like, yo, he need to grow up. I said, grow up.
Who needs to grow up?
Gucci. I said, grow up? How you try to kill him? That shit don't expire. Like, it doesn't expire. And they've never had a conversation about it. Now I'm gonna come up here and be disrespectful in your face. Like, you shitting me? Grow up. Grow up? Nah, you grow up, bro. That shit don't expire. Now, Jeezy wanna be kumbaya. Like, nah, bro, you should have thought about that shit 15 years ago. Like, because if shit went left, I wouldn't be here on this stage right now. You understand what I'm saying?
Like, if Gucci didn't think fast enough.
You understand? Like, I don't have to forgive you.
I'm not saying he should have been disrespectful or it's okay to be disrespectful, but also what Jeezy also said too was like, yo, a lot of shit in hip hop, like a lot of that shit is just it's out of control. Like, that King Von shit was crazy.
Bro.
Like,
and I like that kid, yo.
Yo, like
I
the
like
dude was,
that kid.
Like it's like I asked Richie this question, right? I said, yo, bro, because after I saw that shit, I thought of him because like he's one of our friends that's like ready to snap at any minute. Like he's with the shit. And I said, yo, bro, I said, you don't be second guessing before you about to snap on somebody, like some bullshit like that would happen. No. He was like, yo, he's at the end of the day, I kind of do, but in that moment, it's like I'm a man first. I gotta protect myself, and I kind of felt him when he said that shit, cause like yeah, in the moment you're really not thinking about, like when you fight someone, you're not thinking somebody gonna pull out the hammer and clap.
Yeah.
You. So it's like, but at the same time, like some altercation, sometimes you gotta assess the situation, like
I'm off it. Like you got it.
Yeah.
And that's making you the bigger person.
Yeah. So that's what I kind of felt what Jeezy was saying, like, yo, all this shit is
absolutely.
Like, but at the end of the day, because it's still allegedly that he sent niggas to kill him, allegedly. Because if that was the case, he could be charged for attempted murder. Right. But
right. And I got that part. Now look, I respected what he said, but like I said, bro, you didn't think about that then. If it didn't go down that way, it could have. You know what I'm saying? So I got it, but whatever, man. It was a Legendary night for hip hop.
Yeah, I didn't watch the whole thing, but I was logging in on and off to watch some of it.
Nah, I
But
nigga,
Jeezy got too many big songs. Gucci don't have big songs. Like Gucci
Nah.
has a lot of like underground hood shit, maybe some
Absolutely.
features or whatever.
Right.
But
It's Gucci's for Atlanta, Jeezy's for the world. Like
yeah,
that's
yeah.
you know what I'm
Like
saying?
Jeezy's
Like,
more. He's more.
absolutely. He's absolutely a bigger artist. But he got bullied all over the fucking stage that night. Yo, and nobody went to have that conversation either. That nigga was dead nervous.
I did watch the end when when everybody left. Why did Gucci have like? I see like 100 motherfuckers walk past the
Right.
screen.
No bullshit.
Yo,
Oh
nah.
yeah, everybody in there. And yo, I think Jeezy wouldn't even look over there, boy. That's why I ain't scared. You stuttering early. That's why I'm scared.
Oh, I heard somebody. I saw somebody tweet it. His name Gucci got Jeezy stuttering.
No, he started. That nigga was dead nervous. He wouldn't even look over there. He talking to the nigga like this. Like, yeah, so you wanna, I'm like, nah, bro. But, you know, I said big for hip hop, man. I'm glad they got past that.
Yeah, man. Hip hop is growing up.
Hip hop is growing up. We've also never saw this amount of rappers in their prime being murdered either. So,
Yeah, like so that's it's,
Weird.
it's because again everything is escalated, elevated.
yeah,
Social media, more eyes on a lot of shit.
right. Because that
Like and
even
we
the
also
Mo 3.
it's so much evolution going on right now, bro.
Yeah.
And so much of life. We have nigga Hove is 50, bro. And he's still considered the illest and best rappers alive. Like he's really since hip hop. If you think about like rock and roll, right? Rock and roll, like the artists in rock and roll be performing till like the 50s and 60s, and they still be lit. Hove is that Hove's generation is still that.
I was gonna ask you, what do you think the difference is? Why do you think that never happens? Do you think that there's, or whatever I'm asking, is there less loyalty in our community, in our culture?
100%.
There's less loyalty.
And again, we focus on one of the. It goes it's deeper than what's happening now. It's what's happened prior, to where it's like we always had to fend. The systemic racism made us feel like there wasn't enough. But like how I always end the podcast, right? There's enough for everybody, and not enough of us as a whole, as a collective. Because like there's pockets of us, right? Like for instance, like you and I in our tribe, right? We know there's enough for all of us. Like if I need it, I can come to you, vice versa. But there's a lot of groups that don't know that. That's why we always killing each other for the next spot up. If it's physically, mentally, verbally, whatever the case may be, because we don't think or believe is enough. It happens in white culture, but more so, we see it more in our culture.
Absolutely.
Because other cultures are thriving.
Absolutely.
Why? Because they know it's enough for everybody. Our culture doesn't, as a whole, doesn't thrive because we're so worried about, damn, we're poor, we're broke. I ain't shit. I ain't never gonna be shit. Nah, you got that. I'm taking that from you. Instead of working together, let's build it together, type shit. So
I agree. I also think that pride. We have a lot of pride, right? So yeah, you be seeing these white people at these concerts, they're crying, grown men, shit. Like you don't really see that with black people. Like we just like, you know, like
shit fire.
right? Like so, I think that's a difference too.
Well, brother, again, it's enough for everybody. And when you milk, you milk. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching MiLKSTND Podcast. Peace.